Good evening again. Friends, this is a wonderful opportunity to know from the successful leaders. I myself, those who know me personally know that I have not read many books, but I have read people, and all three of them have wonderful story. Would you like to know? Yes? So I want pin drop silence and a warm welcome for all our three guests. First, let me start with Pallavi. Pallavi, what intro you heard, but she's a spiritual guide, and you will not even believe the celebrities and the business unicorns whom she consults. I have not given the name, so please give 100% attention of the tip what she gives. That one tip can change your life. So I request you to give 100% attention over here. Yes, over to you, Pallavi. Pallavi, can you tell something about yourself? How did you start your business, and as a mother, how do you feel?
Good evening. I started my business 20 years back almost, and it was a time when we as a family faced challenges in our bungalow. We had a bungalow then at Andheri, and all of a sudden I didn't know how to handle it, and Vastu came as a boon. And then I was a homemaker. My baby was small, and I wanted to do something, but didn't know what exactly, and this came as an opportunity. So I started visiting homes, and from there I didn't know when it became a profession for me, and when our national leaders and cabinet ministers started consulting me. But Vastu is a science which can impact each and every person who stays in a house. And as women, our family is most important for us. So I think Vastu Shastra is an all-inclusive science which is for the good of a family.
Vastu Shastra. So, guys, do you believe in Vastu? Yes. Too much, a little tip change your life. Okay, keep listening. So now next speaker and next panelist is Mrs. Madhura Das. She is the founder of Aspiring for Her, and her vision is to give jobs to 1 million women across India. Are you excited for that? 1 million women. Yes, you heard me right. She's made an amazing platform, Aspire for Her. Women who go for sabbatical, women who take a break for motherhood. Now don't worry, we have Madhura DasGupta here in our team. Over to you, Madhura. What inspired you for 1 million women? I'm still not able to believe.
Hey, good evening. Good evening, M2M. Fantastic to be here. And Jyoti, thank you very much for inviting me. Namrata, thank you very much for taking me in the panel. There's so much of wonderful energy in this room. My name is Madhura DasGupta Sinha, and I am the founder of Aspire for Her. Now, I was a banker for 25 years, and I started Aspire for Her when I realized that India is faring very, very poorly in terms of the economic participation of women. We are almost at the bottom. Actually fourth from the bottom in a list of 146 countries. So therefore, we started Aspire for Her, and we want to add 1 million women to the workforce in India by 2025. We don't want any women to be financially dependent on anyone, and that's why all the stalls here, all of your wonderful faces, smiles here is making me feel so happy, because as independent women, that's the biggest form of happiness, that's the biggest form of independence. Financial independence is the biggest form of independence across all walks of life. So thank you very much for having me here, and we'd love to collaborate with Ma to Mom in as many ways as possible and help your journey in as many ways as possible. So thank you. Thank you, Namrata.
Very, very inspiring, Madhura. So I would like now to introduce our third panelist, Tejal Thakker. Friends, she is a partner in Smart Moves. Smart Moves is an HR organization where you can outsource all your HR needs. If you tell her you want admin, she is ready. She will send you 20 CVs immediately. And I have experience there. Whether you go to Chennai, Bangalore, she's got her clients across India. Very dynamic lady who lives in a joint family. The best part I like about her, she takes care of her mother-in-law, she takes care of kids and whole family, plus a partner in one of the biggest HR company. Welcome, Tejal.
Thank you.
So what you would like to tell about your journey?
So my been quite a roller coaster ride, I would say. I was a mom like all of you, just in my comfort zone, doing nothing. And then I saw in the corporate world, I was an MBA in HR, and I said, why can't I do something into HR? And it's not, age doesn't matter, right? You can start your journey whenever you want to. And I was just a mom as you were. Moved out of my comfort zone, and I started my own firm. And today we have 3 offices. We are based out of Mumbai. Currently, having more employees, where most of them are women. Opportunity to work after they come from their sabbatical, and all of them are working from home. So thank you to COVID who's come up with this, that we could give that opportunity and we could make difference in their lives. That's more important. So lot of chaos in everybody's lives, but I am happy that I am able to make that difference in their lives, and that's a proud moment for me and my company. Thank you.
Excellent, Tejal. You say you have to come out of comfort zone. Friends, I have seen when I was traveling before 3 months with Tejal, it was her daughter's 10th and she was not sure, plus her brother's wedding, and in between her work and plus upgrading our skill. Amazingly how well she managed. I can never forget those days, Tejal. Excellent. So much to learn from you. Now over to you, Pallavi. What are the challenges as a mom you have faced in your career? Being a spiritual guide, you have so many people who are assisting you and they want to be a franchisee of Pallavi Desai. I've heard that they want to take franchisee across the world. So what is that challenge what you face being a mother and balancing with yourself?
See, that was a phase in the beginning. My son is 22 now. So in fact, he has joined my profession. That's why I'm able to expand now. On Akshaya Tritiya, we added a new venture called 𝐉𝐨𝐿𝐴 in our bouquet of services. So 20 years, I started my journey when my son was 4 years old. But luckily, I had my best of relationships with my mother-in-law. And the nature of my business, Vastu Consultancy, is such that I have to travel a lot. And I have traveled all across globe for doing Vastu. So mother-in-law was the one who was my greatest support in the house. Of course, we had a team who used to work under her, but the leader of them was my mother-in-law. So, and somehow I have been lucky in this field. I have been raised as a motherless child. I lost my mother very young. So when I got married at the age of 19 and I met my mother-in-law, I found mother in her. And it's my small piece of advice to every girl listening to this, that if we can make the best of relationship with our mother-in-law, I think we don't need to be dependent on anybody else emotionally. See, to take care of physical needs and work and chaos, all chaotic things at home, we get the help. But someone to take responsibility, it has to be our own person. So to be very honest, my journey was not very challenging, but yes, at the time of exams and all, I was away. I was in US, I was in Canada, and I couldn't be present physically. So that was little a pull between mother and entrepreneur. But all those efforts pay over the period of time, and I think decision to go ahead with my career was the best decision of my life, for myself, for my family, and for those thousands of family who are regularly in touch with me. Thank you, Namrata.
So inspiring, Pallavi. Like when you were a child, I remember you lost your mother all of a sudden in a scooter accident. That was like such a traumatic situation, and still you are handling everything alone. You grew up like such a successful person. Your story itself was such a big example in all the forums what I have seen. And little bit, one tip, one change what Pallavi suggests at your home or in your life, you can see the glow on her face, the spirituality on her face. So just meeting her once can change your life. We can experience that. I have done that. So I would request everyone, don't miss the opportunity. It's not easy to meet Pallavi. So please take the best of opportunity to meet Pallavi. Yes, now over to Madhura Das. Madhura, what are the challenges you have faced, Madhura, to form this community, and tell something about Aspire for her? What are the challenges? Because I know when Jyoti is doing this event, there is so many challenges she's faced day and night to reach this community and form a community. I myself have a community of 80,000 entrepreneurs. I know it's a daily roller coaster of ride for us. So what is your challenges, what you're facing majorly today?
So before I start on that, I think completely Pallavi, having a great mother-in-law is the biggest boon that you can have. So to all the women out there who haven't yet chosen their husbands, my request would be that please do look at your mother-in-law and then choose your husband. That's a great piece of advice, Pallavi. Thank you for that. And I have enjoyed, a fantastic relationship, and I think a lot of my stress in my entire career for the last 30 odd years has been taken by, my mother-in-law. So, the challenges for bringing to life a community like Aspire for Her is many, because what we are trying to do is change mindsets. Now, can you smell mindset? Can you touch mindset? Can you feel mindset? No. So it's actually very difficult to change mindsets across the country, starting with the women themselves. Because all through, these women are being told by the ecosystem that you should be the queen of your own house. Why should you have to go out and work? Why do you need to be financially independent? So therefore, it starts right from there. I think that's the biggest challenge that we have. And we try to change mindsets through a lot of wonderful mentors who we have. We have CEOs, CXOs as mentors at Aspire for Her. A lot of beautiful learning opportunities. So whether it's Amazon, Google, LinkedIn, IBM, all of them work with us to create jobs for tomorrow for the girls in our community. We have career previews, and we showcase and celebrate women and their careers. And I'm feeling so happy here. I have you, and so many of you here. We'd love to tell your stories at Aspire for Her. So just tell us your stories, and we will ensure that we celebrate you and your stories, because these stories are not told in the mainstream media. And we have a community of 2.5 lakhs, which has just got built over the last couple of years. And just right after COVID, we started during COVID, and it was wonderful that online communities, people actually transform their pain to purpose in these online communities. So that's what we do at Aspire for Her. It's a fantastic community, and we love working with other communities like this. And we love collaborating. So we'd love to collaborate with as many of you as possible. For the mompreneurs, we have a community called Entrepreneurship. And yesterday we launched something with Amazon Saheli and Amazon Karigar with entrepreneurs. We've got a bunch of lovely things which keep on happening there, and we welcome all of you to become part of our community, and we'll ensure that the members of our community also become part of M2M. So thank you.
Excellent, Madhura Das. It's a world of collaboration and not competition. This is a clear message which Madhura Das has given. But I'm still thinking that I asked Pallavi about challenges. She speaks about mother-in-law. Madhura Das speaks about mother-in-law in a good way though. But does looking at mother-in-law, we should select our husbands or no? I don't know about mother-in-law, but for me, my sister-in-law has been a big pillar. She's somewhere here only. Can I see Tejal Thakker only? One more, not this Tejal Thakker. Is she around? So for me, I cannot comment about my mother-in-law, but I can nicely say that my sister-in-law was a big comment. So I think, I always tell my husband, the best gift you have ever given me is your sister-in-law. So that's how we, and Tejal Thakker, the one who is sitting here, she lives with her mother-in-law, and I'm sure she can talk about more challenge, because her mother-in-law is a Pushti Margi mother-in-law. I don't know how many of you know what it is. Like, I have been born in the family where we have Srinathji, Seva, Puja. In periods you can't go in the kitchen, and all this is followed even today. So I had that type of a background once upon a time, and Tejal is still having that background and dealing with that. Tejal, I'm talking about challenges, I'm not talking about mother-in-law. What do you say?
Absolutely. So yes, she rightly said that the challenge is what you face when you have that seva. So I still, when I move out for my meetings, if I have to leave at 6:30 in the morning, I get up 4:30, I do my puja rituals, and then I move out of the house. So yes, so the commitment and what you want for yourself, you need to achieve it, but yes, you cannot forget your rituals and your responsibilities towards your family. So you need to have a balance between both of them, and that's what I've been doing it. So Namrata knows it very well.
Balance is so easily said, Tejal, but we all know how challenging it is to maintain balance. So if Pallavi, you would like to give one tip to our women entrepreneurs and moms over here, how to reach the level where you have reached, one thing what help you to reach where you are, what is that special message you would like to give our moms?
Yeah, this is my favorite subject or favorite thing that I want to share with wherever I go to give the keynotes. See, one thing which is very important in a human life, as much as our work is the sleep, where we sleep in the house is very, very important. So one tip that you should follow, whether you are sleeping in your own house or in the hotel or in outside anywhere, whenever you sleep, see to it your head you keep in the south direction. When your head is kept in the south direction, the sleep that you get is very sound, and you have compass in the mobile phones always. So just check on that which is the south. You will either get south-north bed or east-west bed. Okay? In that case, one position to avoid is north. Never ever keep your head in the north when you sleep. It creates a lot of issues in the life, is what is experienced and documented. And the other thing is, from women point of view or women's health point of view, Vastu Shastra says that southeast corner of the house is most important. Okay? So see to it the southeast, ideally there should be kitchen, but at least if there is no kitchen, there shouldn't be toilet or it should not be affected or cut. So when you go to your home, see to it that portion, that corner is very clean, very activated, and if there is no kitchen, you can light a small lamp. LED lamp is also fine, but keep the lamp on in that corner. You will find lot of positive differences, changes in the life. So that's what from me. And my tagline always I say is that aapki disha badli to aapki dasha badli. When you are going in the right direction in the life, you definitely reach your goal.
Disha badli, uski dasha badli. Excellent, Pallavi. Thank you for sharing that. Yes, Madhura Das, what is your message to all the women entrepreneurs there? And especially the tip what you can give them, that how you have reached there. How can everyone be as successful as you?
I think the biggest message here, and I can see a lot of women and a lot of men as well, the biggest message is that, often people say that women are women's worst enemies. Have you ever heard that? The message that we give at Aspire for Her is that women supporting women can create magic. So that's what I would like to leave you all with. Always support other women. It's always collaboration over competition, and always keep aspiring for her. Thank you.
I totally agree with you, Madhura Das. Whatever Entrepreneur Excel, my communities today is because of Ba. I have Jyoti, I have Simran, I have Aruna. These are all the pillars of our community. I would not have been there where I am today without support of them. Amazing. Yes, over to you, Tejal. What is your tip? I see you doing workouts also every morning. How do you manage all that? What is your tip?
So yes, I'm very regular with my workout. So that balance, you need to maintain that balance. If you want to achieve something in your life, the balance is something what
you are saying balance, Tejal. I'm asking how. How do you do balance?
You have to set your priorities. So, if you have your work timings as well, I have my work timings fixed. So post that, there is no work. Then there is a family time. So you have to draw a line between your professional and personal life. Once you start learning, you will be able to do it. My message is, if you don't make excuses, you will definitely get results. If you are making excuses, there is a story behind it. So think about that story and start looking forward for that.
Excellent. That was a wonderful message. Thank you everyone for giving such pearl of wisdom to our moms. Really appreciate your time. I know you all are getting late. I appreciate you waiting here and see you all soon. Thank you.